Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Erika and today we are going to be doing New York City apartment tours. I am so excited for this video. I've already posted a part one which kind of explains in depth what you need to move here and kind of what exactly I'm looking for. But for this video, I really just wanted to show off some apartments. So if you're interested in seeing that, this is the perfect video for you. I hope that you find this helpful, and if you do find it interesting or you enjoy it, please drop it a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go see some apartments. So the first place on our list is this West Village studio, and as you can see, the kitchen is very small. We just breezed past it, but the main area of this studio was absolutely stunning. All of the features of this unit were really unique and really beautiful. The exposed brick, the wood detailing, I loved all of it. You also got a key to a little private garden near the area. There was a functional fireplace, and there was a little bit of additional storage as well, which I know is pretty necessary when it comes to a studio. All of the details of this place were just absolutely beautiful. I loved this place. I really wanted to apply to it. Unfortunately, we did know that there were offers already above that price point, and for a studio, that was just too steep for us. Also, the bathroom was super unique. It was just like nothing else that we've seen when we've been touring apartments in New York, and I just thought it was really cool. I loved this place, and it would be so great for someone who's maybe not looking for as much space, but we just needed a little bit more. This second place was in Little Italy, and it was one flight up from a quite busy street and unfortunately directly above a smoke shop. We just knew that that smoke would be wafting up on the daily at this unit, and that's kind of what was happening when we were touring the place, so that was just a big no-go for us. Overall, the apartment was in fantastic condition, and they needed to still repair a couple of things, so the move-in date was also later than what we had hoped it was going to be. There was inbuilt storage. This is the kitchen area, and there was also an inbuilt microwave. It really had everything that we were after. Unfortunately, there was just those couple of little points that deterred us from applying. Overall, probably a great space for someone who wouldn't mind the noise pretty regularly. I could imagine this place would get a little bit loud. It did have a really decent amount of storage though, which was a huge perk of this space. The third place was in East Village. This was a one-bedroom for $3,500 plus fee, but it was 1.5 months free rent, so the net effective was $3,063. And this place was newly renovated. It was beautiful, but unfortunately it was ground floor, and that was one of our no-goes. This one-bedroom apartment in Soho for $3,195 plus fee was probably the worst apartment that we went to for the pure fact of what they required for the application process. They required 45 times the monthly rent, a 3-year working history in the United States, and it was also falsely listed. It said that it was on a completely different floor than what it was on. I think that this combination of factors, even though the space was absolutely amazing, was a pretty huge red flag that whoever was managing it was probably not someone that you wanted to deal with on a regular basis. It ticked every single one of our boxes, and I wish we could have applied. They were just asking the world for it. It also had in-unit laundry, which we hadn't seen in our budget range yet, so it was a really big letdown when we went to this place. This apartment was in the East Village. It was a perfect little space for us. The kitchen was quite small, but the windows had so much light pouring in and these beautiful French doors, and all along the wall there you can see the closets. It had a lot of storage, and I loved the exposed brick. This space was really nice, and there was also laundry in the building and a live-in super. Unfortunately, just due to the setup of the apartment and what I have to do for work, it wouldn't really work out for us, which sucked because this was a really great spot. There was a couple of little signs in the bathroom that maybe there were some things that weren't too well maintained, so that was also a little bit of a turn away for us as well. 3 flights up was this West Village one-bedroom for $3,485 with no fee plus 1 month free, so a net effective of $3,195. I didn't think that this place was quite worth it. It seemed very cramped, and it had a very small kitchen area and an even smaller living area, and I just think that moving around this place would be really tough. It did overlook a really quiet, leafy area, and it had a ton of natural light, which was beautiful. This is probably the smallest bathroom I've ever seen, though, that has tried to fit a tub into it. As you can see, it's kind of been like squished in there, so you have to walk through the tub to get to the shower. It was just a little bit too small for us. This one bedroom in West Village was $3,100 plus fee, and the kitchen space was small, and there was a little bit of a dining area, but overall, everything else in this apartment was perfect for us. It had an absolute ton of natural light that came through these windows, which had beautiful archways. It also had super high ceilings, which allowed for storage above the closets, and as you can see, there's a decent amount of space inside the closet as well as inbuilt shelving. And moving back through the kitchen, we get to the living area, and this living area didn't get any natural light, which was unfortunate, but there was another closet with more overhead storage, and it was deep enough to store a decent amount of stuff, Moving through into the bathroom, it had a full-size tub, and there was a lot of extra kind of negative space in this bathroom, meaning you could add in additional shelving. Overall, just a super flexible space that you could really make your own because there was a lot more space to work with. This East Village 1-bedroom was $3,600 with no fee plus 2 months free, making the net effective $3,000, which in the market that we're looking at for what you get with this apartment was actually pretty decent. It was brand new. No one had actually lived in this apartment since it had been renovated, and everything had been replaced. It had been gut renovated. Unfortunately, it was on the first floor, which was not something that we really wanted because it wouldn't get a lot of natural light. And looking back on it, this space actually would have been really great for us, but due to how early it was in our search, we did have some moving complications, which made it pretty much impossible for us to apply. But it was a really great space, and I thought that I would show it off. They did have a couple of other units in this apartment lot. While $3,000 is obviously an absolute ton to pay for a 1-bedroom, the market right now is pretty much the worst it's ever been for renters in New York City. With COVID deals ending, it being summertime, the rate of inflation, it's created the perfect storm for prices to pretty much be at an all-time high. So this was actually kind of a deal, crazy as that is to say. There was an inbuilt microwave, a dishwasher, a full-size stove, full-size fridge, and this place overall was just super nice. This Soho 1-bedroom we nearly applied to, but it was another one that was requiring 45 times the monthly rent, which once again was just too much to ask for. It was $3,195 with no fee, and this did have a really decent space. We loved the floor plan of this place. It honestly would have been perfect for us if it didn't have that requirement. This was the bedroom, and it had a really decent sized closet space and a really recently renovated kitchen. It had a beautiful fireplace area and a bathroom that was very clean. You could tell some of the fixtures had also just been replaced. And the 10th apartment of the video is this East Village 1-bedroom, which was $3,150 plus a fee, and this was actually the very first apartment that we had ever viewed in New York City, so we weren't in a huge rush when we viewed this place. It got a bunch of great natural light, but unfortunately it was a little bit too small. My apologies that this one wasn't filmed in wide angle. We learned our lesson later, so that's why I put this one last. So those are all of the apartments. I want you to guess which one we picked. I am sitting in it right now, and I'm really happy with the choice that we made. I absolutely love the area, and yeah, we're having fun decorating. And be sure to subscribe because I will have a furnished apartment tour coming very, very soon. I'm so excited to make this place our own and have our home in New York City, and it's just the beginning. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.